R&B man is back.
Oh, okay, Jay boys, do it again. Oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered. Something is true, something but oh, look at that, my God.
This is your boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. Back at it with another Call of Duty Black Ops 7 commentary video gameplay for you guys. I almost stumbled there, but I recovered to a degree. Okay, so I don't know how many years it been, but once upon a time, I was coming out with videos where I was giving out top 10 cartoons that was, or top 10 shows that was from Nickelodeon, that was from Cartoon Network, that was from Disney. I never finished that. I still have the list on me, but I never finished that. One of these days, I'm going to finish that. Well, here's the thing. This has been on my mind for a while now. Not necessarily finishing those respective lists, but this one list that you're watching right here, right now, this has been on my mind for a good minute because this was always a question mark. And I often wonder why Disney Plus do not have a number of these Disney shows. Now, what qualifies rather as a Disney show, you might ask? Well, obviously shows that were created by Disney, shows that were under one company before it was purchased by Disney, or shows that were under one company that had some sort of relationship or partnership with Disney. And a number of these shows I'm about to name, mostly in the honorable mention list, we have y'all like, what the heck? How's that a Disney show? But again, I already explained how. In some way, shape, or form, the shows that I'm about to name on this list are either a part of, under, or associated with Disney. It's just that the shows that are more on the honorable mention side are a bit of a stretch in terms of why they will be on Disney Plus. And not all of them, but some of them I can't see being on Disney Plus, despite how they're related with Disney. But the ones that made the list, those shows, in my honest opinion, should definitely be on Disney Plus. But for some strange reason, they are not. Now, granted, I did this list, what, a month and a half ago? I don't remember when I did this list. But nevertheless, I did this list. So something could have changed. Something could have changed after I done this list. So keep that in mind. So if I could say something on this list that could be not accurate and is actually a part of Disney Plus. So I probably should have checked it before I started recording. But nevertheless, here we are. We're going to go ahead and jump straight to this list. And actually before that, I'll give you a prime example. For the longest of time, Disney Plus had every Spider-Man cartoon with the exception of the Spectacular Spider-Man, which some might argue is the best animated Spider-Man show of all time. To me, that would be Spider-Man the Animated Series, but the Spectacular Spider-Man is close, you know, in terms of that. But nevertheless, and then while I was complaining about it on Twitter, somebody told me, no, it actually is on Disney Plus. And I'm like, really? And I look and I'm like, oh snap, it is. It is on Disney Plus. So something like that could happen with the shows I'm about to mention on this list. But I'm actually going to be checking while I'm going over everything. So let's talk about it, shall we? So let's just start off with number 10. Disney House of Mouse. I mean, come on, man. It's Mickey Mouse. Granted, there's a bunch of other Disney characters a part of this, but it's Mickey Mouse. He's the star here. So it is very surprising that a show called The House of Mouse, which is more or less tailored towards Mickey Mouse, is not on Disney Plus. I don't understand it. It could be because of some issues with the voice acting that was a part of the show, and the voice actors, voice actresses may like not want to be a part of Disney or be a part of Disney Plus, whatever the case may be. But this is like, bro, this is mind-boggling. I'll be honest, this is mind-boggling because I'm like, yo, it's the House of Mouse. You got Mickey Mouse, you got Minnie Mouse, you got Goofy, you got Donald, you got Max and his girlfriend from the Disney movie. I mean, the Goofy movie, rather. And you got all these Disney characters. It's nothing but Disney characters that is a part of this show. And yet, it's not on Disney Plus. And I just checked. It's not on Disney Plus. So I'm like, what? That makes no sense. I don't get it. There must be something going on behind it, but I do not understand why this show is not on Disney Plus. Okay, let's now move on to number 9, Oban Star Racers. Now, some of y'all may look at this and go, what the heck? Well, some of you may not remember the show. Others who do would be like, why would this be on Disney Plus? Why should this be on Disney Plus? This ain't a Disney show. But remember what I said near the beginning of this joint. I said partnerships, buyouts, and stuff like this. In this case, it's a partnership. So according to Wikipedia, Oban Star Racers is an English language, French-Japanese animated television series created by Savin Yeatman Eiffel, Save the World Productions, in association with multiple international companies. Now, if you were to go down the list, right, let's look up Disney within this Wikipedia page real quick. You will see the following statement. Savin Yeatman Eiffel, who created this series, succeeded in the end, involving major financial partners like Disney and Bandai, without surrendering his control of the artistic elements. So right off the bat, the dude who created Oban Star Racers have a partnership with Disney. So right off the bat, it's like, yo, this should be on here. Not to mention, this joint was shown on Disney XD. And was it shown on Jetix? I try to remember if it was shown on Jetix or not. But at the very least, it was shown on Disney. Actually, yes, it was on Jetix. It was on Jetix, the Jetix box on ABC Family, and Toon Disney. So yeah, because of those factors alone, this should be on Disney Plus. But the reason why it's so low on the list is because, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't know a lot of people who remember Oban Star Racers. I seen bits and pieces of it rather. The end theme is great. I got that mug downloaded, and from time to time I listen to it. And the show ain't bad. The show ain't bad. But it's better than A House of Mouse. That's why I put that at number 9 over this, because I fully believe, wow, the House of Mouse rather not being a part of Toon Disney is mind-boggling. But it's not a better show than Oban Star Racers. So that's why I got this ahead of the House of Mouse. So that's number 9 on the list. Y'all gonna be really shocked at number 8. So let's get on with it. Number 8, Puka. Yeah, who remember Puka? So this is an interesting one. So I watched this show like crazy. This was a great show. I love this show. And it was also aired on Toon Disney Jetix. So there's that. Now, in terms of who created it, I don't recall who created it. Okay, so it looked like, yeah, Studio B Productions, Bazooka Studios. And as far as I know, there was no any type of partnership or buy or anything like that. It was just the fact that it was shown on Disney Plus, on Toon Disney, excuse me, on Jetix. So that's why I'm like, just because of that, this should be on Disney Plus. But it's not, unfortunately. It's not. And at one point in time, it was on Netflix, but apparently it was removed. So I don't know where Puka is. But the bottom line is, I firmly believe that this should be on Disney Plus, and it's not for some dumb reason. Okay. And while again, I watch Oban Star Racers here and there, but I watch Puka a lot more, like a lot more. So this one should be on this list. Now, the reason why I got it at number 8 is because of the fact that, wow, I watch Puka and I love Puka, but it's not the best show amongst this list. Definitely not the best show amongst the list that should be on Disney Plus. The next one's going to shock you. The next one is going to shock you. So let's get on with number 7, Aladdin, the series. So yeah, this one is shocking. So let's check this out real quick. I'm on Disney Plus right now. As I said, I'm looking, double checking, make sure all these are on Disney Plus or not, whatever the case may be. I see Aladdin, the animated movie. I see Aladdin, the live action movie with Will Smith. I see Aladdin, the Return of Jafar, which is the second movie. And I see Aladdin and the King of Thieves, which is the third movie. First of all, I never seen the live action joint, but I heard it got mixed reviews, if memory serves me correctly. Meanwhile, the animated films, I seen all 3. I love all 3. I enjoyed all 3. Out of the 3 that I would consider to be my favorites, I'm looking at the Return of Jafar, maybe the OG, the Aladdin movie, but the King of Thieves ain't bad either. But I enjoyed all 3 of these films. But the animated series was dope. It was really, really dope. And I'm shocked that it's not listed here. Again, it may be because of voice acting. I don't know why that show is not on Disney Plus, but yet the movies are, which is weird. is very, very weird to me. So I don't understand that. I don't like that. So, but at the same time, and again, this is like, well, Puka, you can look at Puka and say, well, technically it's not a Disney cartoon or a Disney show, whatever the case may be. But the fact that it was shown on Jetix, you know, on Toon Disney, that's why it's on the list. This is actually a Disney property. Aladdin is a Disney property. So that's why I'm looking at this like, yo, this should be on this list. This should be on Disney Plus, but it's not for some odd reason. But as great as Aladdin, the series was, it's not better than the 6 ahead of it. So let's get on to number 6, The Legend of Tarzan. Okay, so we talk about the animated series here. So it was actually called The Legend of Tarzan. So looking at Disney Plus once again, we got Tarzan, the animated movie. We got Tarzan 2. And then here's the crazy part that's going to flip you out. We got Tarzan and Jane. So that's like a short little movie based off of The Legend of Tarzan, the animated series. So I'm sitting here like, then why isn't The Legend of Tarzan on here? Which make no sense to me. So it might be because of voice acting, but again, just like Aladdin the series, we have another scenario where a Disney-owned property is not on Disney Plus. And I don't understand why. And to me, obviously, in my opinion, The Legend of Tarzan is a much better series than Aladdin the series. But I still am confused on both fronts. But really, Tarzan as well. Why Tarzan is not on here? That is very, very disturbing in my honest opinion. So I do not like the fact that The Legend of Tarzan is not on here. Not at all. Oh, the next one on the list is going to trip you out. So let's get on with number 5. The Muppet Babies cartoon. Okay, so you probably wonder, what the heck? The Muppets? Yes, the Muppets. So here's the deal with the Muppets. So we're going to go to the third paragraph off of Wiki. The rights to Everything Muppets are now held by the Walt Disney Company, following the company's acquisition of the Muppet franchise in 2004. That was a great year, by the way. A reboot of the series premiered, referring to the Muppet Babies, premiered on Disney Junior on March 23rd, 2018. So I'm assuming the reboot is called Muppet Babies Show and Tell, which is a bunch of Muppet Babies shorts, or it could be Muppet Babies Playdate. I don't know what this show is called. Or actually, no, but it could just simply call Muppet Babies. I'm looking at it right now. Never mind. I'm looking at it right now. So, but again, looking at it, referring to me looking at Everything Muppets on Disney Plus, there's no Muppet Babies. Like the original Muppet Baby show, the 1984 show. I grew up on this joint. Like, yo, I watched this show religiously. This was, to be honest, this is the only thing Muppets that I really, really watched. Like, I seen other Muppet shows when I was younger, but I grew up Audible. But this as a kid, like, I religiously watched this show. Like, and I don't understand. And that opening theme it cracks me up every time I hear it. Because you just hear this random screaming at the beginning of the song. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Looking back at it, it's so funny. But nevertheless, I do not understand how is it that Disney now owns everything Muppets related, but yet the Muppet Babies are not on Disney Plus. I do not understand that at all. To me, that makes no sense in my honest opinion. And this is a much better show than everything that I mentioned before. But at the same time, I don't understand why this show is not on Disney Plus. I do not understand why this show is not on Disney Plus. It makes no sense to me. Everything else Muppets is on there. The reboot is on there. But you mean to tell me that the OG Muppet Baby show is not on here? That makes no sense. None at all. I don't like any of these decisions of any of these shows not being on there, but I definitely don't like this one. That makes no sense to me. Okay. Now, let's move on to number 4. The Weekenders. Yeah, who remember this show? Who remember The Weekenders? This was a great show. I watch this show a lot all the time as well. I have this higher than the Muppet Babies because to me it's a better show, to the point where I don't care how old I am, I will sit down and watch The Weekenders. Like, if I happen to catch it, I'm watching it. So that's how I feel about The Weekenders. A very great show, hilarious. I really enjoyed it. And again, it's owned by Disney. So I don't understand why this show is not on Disney Plus. I do not understand that. So to me, that they missing out on that one, because like I will at times pull up on Disney Plus and watch The Weekenders without question. Like, I would definitely do that, but for some odd reason, it is not on here. So to me, that's a major fail right there. However, despite how I feel about The Weekenders, it is not the best show that Disney owned, partnership, bought out, or whatever the case may be, that is not a part of Disney Plus. Let's move on to number 3, Fillmore. I feel highly about Fillmore to the point this would have been number 1 on my list. This was very, very close to being number 1 on my list right here. Again, same with The Weekenders. This is another show that Disney owns, but for some dumb reason, it's not on Disney Plus. I don't get it. I don't understand why, but it's not here. It may be because of voice acting, like I said, maybe because of voice acting or whatever reason, but I do not like the fact that, just like with The Weekenders, this show is not on there as well. And I really like, obviously the main character is black, so naturally there's a little bit of favoritism with The Weekenders, with Fillmore over The Weekenders, even though The Weekenders do feature a black character who is a main character, but he's not the main character. Fillmore is. The show is named after a black character, so naturally I'm going to favor this. But again, it was so close to being number 1, but there was 2 other shows, as much I don't like to admit it, there's 2 other shows that was better than Fillmore that should be on Disney Plus, but it's not on Disney Plus. So let's get on with it. Number 2, Witch. So you probably wonder, wait, Witch? Like what? How? What? Witch? So Witch, in case you don't remember, stood for the name of the 5 female superhero group that only had 2 seasons. And you probably wonder, how is Witch a Disney property? Well, let's go to the Wikipedia. Witch is an Italian fantasy Disney comic series. And right off the bat, it's Disney property. Let's move on to the second paragraph. The series was first published by Disney Italy in April in 2001. Again, right off the bat, this is Disney property right here. Believe it or not, it's kind of hard to imagine, but it is indeed Disney property. It made its way over to America. I don't remember if it was shown on Jetix or to Disney, whatever the case may be, but I'm not seeing it right away. But nevertheless, yeah, Disney owned Witch. And this was a great, great show. Granted, season 1 was much better than season 2, or at the very least, season 2 was still good until it ended, until the ending. The ending of Witch made no sense to me. I did not like how that mug ended. To me, I think that was terrible how it ended. But in terms of the animated show, I don't know how the comics ended. I need to look into that, see how the comics ended, because the comics continue on after the animated series. But how season 2 ended in terms of the final fight or who they fought as like the final boss, quote unquote, I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all. I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. Witch. So obviously we got Real, Irma, Tarani, Cornelia, and Haylin rather. There you go. That's spelled Witch. So there you go. Phenomenal show, but it's not on Disney Plus, despite the fact that Disney owns it. Okay, so before we get on to the number 1 show that should be on Disney Plus, let me give you guys some honorable mentions from bottom to top. Who remember this show? Adam, Alpha Teens on Machines. If memory serves me correctly, I believe this is a Disney property. Again, I don't remember off the top of my head about a number of these shows, so I could be mistaken on this one. Either this is a Disney property, and I think it is, or there was some sort of partnership, or at the very least, it was shown on a Disney channel like Jetix or Toon Disney, whatever the case may be. Next up, The Replacements, season 2. So here's the deal: if you were to go on Disney Plus and look up The Replacements, you will only see, unless they change something, you will only see season 1, but there's no season 2, which again make no sense to me. There may be a reason why that is, but I don't know, like, it make no sense. It really, really make no sense why there's a season 1 of The Replacements on Disney Plus, but not season 2. So that's really interesting, and I don't understand why season 2 is not on there, but that is very, very weird. Next up, Brandy and Mr. Rickers. I believe this is straight up a Disney show. I don't know why this is not on Disney Plus, but the reason why it's honorable mention is because despite the fact that it's a great show, I watched it from time to time, but Like, it's like, I don't think a lot of people are going to be sneezing over the fact that it's not on Disney Plus. And the same could be said for Adam and to a degree season 2 of The Replacement. I mean, season 1 of The Replacement is on there, but the fact that season 2 is not on there is weird, but at the same time, I don't think anybody gonna go crazy about that. Now, moving on. Timo Supremo. Who remember that show? So, for some odd reason, that's not on Disney Plus. I don't know why, but that's not on Disney Plus. And I believe Disney owned that show. Oh, here's another one. Lloyd in Space. Who remember Lloyd in Space? That's another one. That's not on Disney Plus. And again, Disney owns that, but for some odd reason, it's not on Disney Plus. So that's a weird one. Oh, here's another one. Dave the Barbarian. That's not on Disney Plus. Again, I want to say I'm not 100% confident in this one, but I want to say Disney owned Dave the Barbarian, but for some odd reason, it is not on here. So there's that. And then we got Kid versus Cat. I actually enjoyed this show. I think this was a scenario where Disney bought the rights to the show or brought the rights to the company that made the show, as the case may be. But nevertheless, I enjoyed this show, which is why it's higher on the honorable mention list. But more likely because Disney don't own it, is why it's not in my top 10. But it was a great show. It was a great show, nevertheless. And who remember this one? let me do this right. Yin Yang Yo. Who remember that show? That was another great show that I watched as well. But again, it's not on Disney Plus. And I want to say this is another scenario where Disney bought the rights to it, similar to Kid vs. Cat. Or either that or Disney actually owned it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but nevertheless, it's not on the show. Oh, y'all gonna trip about this one. Goosebumps, the 1995 TV series. So here's the thing. Y'all probably wonder, wait a minute, what? Goosebumps? Disney don't own Goosebumps. But here's the problem. Disney got 2 Goosebumps movies on Disney Plus. They got the 2023 movie and Goosebumps The Vanishing, which came out 2025. But yet, they don't have the 1995 TV series. So I find that to be weird. So apparently, they somehow own Goosebumps. I don't know how, but they somehow own Goosebumps. But yet, they're not, I guess they don't have the rights to the television series that came out in 1995. So I don't get that one. So that one is weird to me. Oh, this one, y'all going to be tripped out about this one. The Tick. Who remember The Tick? That was another great show. That was a phenomenal show, to be honest. But again, it's another one of the scenarios, rather, where Disney don't fully own it, but I think it was shown on one of their channels, or they're owning it through an acquisition of some kind. But despite that, The Tick is not here. I want to say there was a Tick movie. I don't know. I thought there was a Tick movie that is on Disney Plus, but it's not on there. So I'm mistaken there. But that would be cool if they had The Tick on there. Oh, and then how about this one? Y'all gonna be kind of shocked about this one as well. Bobby's World. Who remember Bobby's World? So another great show, but for some odd reason, it's not on Disney Plus, and I don't get that one at all. But never, I mean, well, I ain't gonna say that. I want to say again, Disney don't own or didn't create Bobby's World. I think it's another one of those scenarios where they like bought it, through the acquisition thing. But again, I really would hope that it would be on Disney Plus, but it's not. But again, it's like, okay, whatever. And then the last honorable mention is Eat the Cat. Eat the Cat. Same thing with Bobby's World. Disney got that one from the acquisition, if memory serves it correctly, but it's not on Disney Plus. This is a phenomenal show. Eat the Cat was a phenomenal show. Obviously, we got the likes of Garfield, we got Heathcliff, but Eat the Cat was a phenomenal show. Really enjoyed that show. Okay, with all that said, let's get on to Buzz Lightyear, A Star Command. I mean, come on, y'all knew this was going to be on the list, and when y'all didn't hear it from number 1 through 9, you knew it had to be number 1. Like this is not honorable mention territory. This is the best show that Disney has, or own, or acquire, or got a partnership with, and something like that. That is not on Disney Plus. Like this show is phenomenal. It cracks me up every time. Phenomenal stuff. And I mean, come on, they own Toy Story. They own. If you were to go on Disney Plus and look up Buzz, the Lightyear movie on there that came out 2022. I saw that movie. It was okay. It was slightly better than what most people thought. Then also there's a Toy Story tune called Small Fry, which apparently starred Buzz. There's the Toy Story of Terror, Toy Story this, Toy Story that. A lot of Toy Story stuff on here. But when it comes to Buzz Lightyear Star Command, which is the best thing from Toy Story, it's not on Disney Plus. I don't understand that. Again, it could be voice acting. involved. I mean, Tim Allen was upon a time did play Buzz on the cartoon, but then they replaced his voice with somebody else after episode 1. I think, yeah, that's how it went. And I think he played Buzz in the movies. But nevertheless, this is a legendary show. The best show that I named throughout this entire video. And for some odd reason, it is not on Disney Plus. Everything else Toy Story related is, except for this one show. And it's the best thing that came from Toy Story. So I don't like the fact that this is now a part of Disney Plus. So there's that. So hopefully at some point in time after this video drops, some of these shows does indeed get added onto Toy Story. That would be great. And I'm gonna call it a wrap now. So with all that said, y'all know this is your boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.